And welcome and thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone who's in the comments already. So we've got Mike and Debbie Sue and Carol and Dora. Hey, everyone. Alrighty, so tonight or today, if you're Dora in Australia, we just thought that we would just sort of be a little bit more casual, like actually we're probably always casual, but we didn't have anything super specific planned to talk about tonight just because we've all sort of been doing different things. And so we thought that we would just talk a little bit about our channels this week, what we've been up to, and we're keen to know from you as well, like what's been happening with you on your channel. I don't know, what is a bit of a win that you've had this week, just the YouTubery stuff. So yeah. A super exciting thing that Evie and Rhonda and I have been doing today is that we all met up in McKinney, and Rhonda and Evie drove and we drove there, and we had a really beautiful in real life meetup. So just really want to encourage you to just take any opportunity that you get to meet up with YouTube friends as well, because it was just a gorgeous afternoon that we had today.
It was.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Debbie. Yep. We're feeling good. So, Julie, what have you been up to?
Hey, well, I haven't been with y'all in Texas. I've been here in New Jersey.
You haven't been with y'all in Texas.
No.
I know. Y'all. Well, I say y'all anyway. Where I'm from in California is actually pretty Southern influenced. We're in the Central Valley. Anyway, I always say y'all. I've been having a great time with them. I was out of town for a couple weeks, and so I've been catching up by putting up videos of being out of town. So the video that I really loved that came out this week was about visiting Mr. Rogers in Pittsburgh. And wow. I have another Pittsburgh video dropping early next week. And then I'll get into New England, which are absolutely beautiful videos. I'm so excited. Was practicing with vlogging, real here I am waking up, all that kind of thing, going through the whole day with a combination of hiking and literary sites. It was really a lot of fun, but I'm totally excited because tomorrow I'm publishing, I don't usually publish on weekends, but I'm publishing my declaration video for the 90-day challenge. So I'll be doing that 90-day challenge through January, people. So
wow.
I'm hopeful that people will check that out and support that, because I'm going to be working hard. I'll tell you that. I'm going to be working hard, but as I said in my declaration video, I'm going to be sharing what I'm learning with everybody who comes and watches those videos. It's not just me talking about me. It's me talking about how I can help you through what I'm learning. So I'm really excited about my channel. I'm hoping that all y'all will be excited too. Yeah.
So did you say your declaration video
feels really good?
It hasn't come out yet, the declaration video, or
no? It's coming out tomorrow. No, it's coming out tomorrow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold in my because I've been doing the YouTube growth because of your suggestion, Karen, the very first week that I was on this panel. You said to document your growth. So I started doing that. And so now I'm going to do documenting my growth along with that challenge. So once a week, I'll be coming in, sharing about what's going on with the challenge and what I'm learning and what I'm applying. And so I'm really excited about that. I also went over 400 subscribers last week or this past week. So that's really, to me, that's really amazing. I know that's small. That's a small channel, but it's grown. I've been growing consistently. And so I'm excited about that.
You have.
Yeah.
And so what is that? Like the 90-day challenge is so much stuff, isn't it? Like what is it sort of like? Can you tell us a little bit about it? So it's April Lynn's 90-day challenge that she's
sure. Oh, there's Sally. Hi.
Hey, Sally.
Yes, the April Lynn Altar Challenge. And it's so good to see Sally here. It's a 90-day challenge where what I'm doing right now is I am looking at other YouTubers, like in all different niches, and really trying to figure out what I like about what they do and how I can take what they do and apply it to my channel if it works and if it fits. So it's everything from how do they do their introductions, because there's so many different ways you can do your introductions. I've been looking at how people integrate their shorts with their long form, because that's, it's like all those little things that you never really thought about.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, and it's like I have a list of like 14 people who I'm watching, and they're from all different niches. Like I discovered this guy who's a Southern, I guess it's from hanging out with all you Texans. It's a Southern guy who does keto cooking and delicious recipes, high energy guy. I just love that guy. And I never would have watched a keto cooking show except for this challenge. So it's been a lot of fun so far. And what I'm really looking forward to is making my channel, hoping my channel will provide more value to whomever comes and follows me. So
Yeah.
that's my ultimate aim is, I want to grow my channel, but I really want to serve the people who follow me.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course that will grow your channel, won't it? Not just people who like your personality and your style and everything. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, my bun is saying hello, Dora.
I'm excited.
Nice one. And other people on the challenge, have they already started? Has Peter already started?
Yes,
for example?
yes. I'm kind of I would say I'm at the tail end, because there's some people who are already doing the sprint. And in the sprint, that means that you're doing like double your usual content and that sort of thing. So
wow. Okay.
I won't get there. That's, I think, in week 4. I basically have finished week 1 and I'm partially into week 2.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, and Sally's talking about my January road trip. Yeah.
Well, I'm just popping all these comments up on here.
That's something else I'm planning, is a road trip. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great fun.
Where are you going on your road trip?
I don't want to monopolize all the time, though. I'm going to drive across the United States. In January, I'm driving the southern route across from New Jersey to California.
Nice.
And then I'm staying in California for about 6 weeks. And then I'm going to drive back across the U.S. I'm going to take a short trip to the Grand Canyon. And then I'm going to go up and drive across the north, because it will be warmer by the time I drive across. So, and Debbie Sue and Sally and I were talking about, one of my dreams, y'all didn't know this, who were there on Sally's live the other morning, is that I've had a dream of doing something that I call the Word Love Party Bus, where I would drive across country or wherever and pick people up in different places, and they would travel with me for a little while, and we would do creative things along the way. And so when I mentioned that, and Sally's like, I want to do that, I just thought, well, maybe my dream is coming to life and I didn't know it. Maybe I manifested this just by mentioning it. So
there you go, Dora.
Anyway.
You're saying g'day to Sally right now. Just popping. I reckon that's an incredible idea, Julie. I love that idea. So do you own a bus, or might you look at hiring?
No, I don't yet. That's something. No, I'm just going to be driving my car. But like literally for years, I wanted to do the whole. I used to call it my Word Love Party Bus, and it was just like this fantasy that I had. And now, and every once in a while I'll bring it up. But then I thought, well, it doesn't mean that I have to have a bus yet.
No, it doesn't.
My car can be a bus until I get a bus. So.
Yeah. Your car can be whatever you want your car to be.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
exactly. And other people, it could be a caravan. I mean, if other people wanted to come along and bring their car and drive along, that could happen too. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what will happen before January,
Yeah. Okay, there's a lot of enthusiasm there. Sally's keen. Yeah, magic bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. And Evie and Rhonda.
Yeah, the magic bus. That's right, Rhonda.
What have you ladies been up to with your channels this week? Or anything?
You want to go, Rhonda?
Well, I put out a video this morning. Yeah. And, I did a live Wednesday night, and I released a long form video this morning, and it's trending pretty good, I think. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to get on that schedule, live on Wednesday night and Friday, long form. So I'm trying to kind of get on that schedule. Of course, I have a bunch of footage from today that I would like to work on this weekend. And that might be an extra video. I might have to pop that out on Monday.
Yeah.
But, We'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like the way my lives have kind of messed up my algorithm flow and my watch time and subscribers have just kind of, that's a clinical term.
Yeah. We were having a bit of a chat about that today.
Yeah, we chatted about that today, did we?
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Look at Sally's nice comment.
Yeah. Yeah, she texted me and told me that. I laugh.
That is really, really nice. No, is that the latest one from today? Is that the one that you
Yes.
posted today?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was today's one about?
Self-worth. Know
Oh,
your
yes.
worth.
Yes.
Know your worth. Yeah.
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 Nice. And what about you, Evie? What have you been up to content-wise?
Well, I've done a little here and a little there. My thing was chasing you and Allison around, trying to figure out what was making sure that I was staying on top of all the videos.
Oh, that's so
And
nice.
that really was exciting for me too, to watch you guys with all of your adrenaline and energy and the people you got to meet. I mean, I felt my face just turn bright green with envy because I wanted to be there. And I think that I'm going to move to scheduling my videos, whether it's 1 day a week or 2 days a week, because I was just cranking them out daily. And I think I learned a lot. And I'm ready to make myself a little more predictable. And maybe if it's 1 or 2 videos a week, and then also schedule a live. Rhonda and I were talking about that, not just pop on, because I did, I'll make a post of when I'm going to do it, but it doesn't seem to really make a difference. Either people are available or they're not. So pick a time and stick with it. And I also visited this channel that came up in my feed, and I found it extremely interesting. I'm not good at picking up accents, but I would say that he was from the UK, but I could be wrong. His channel name is Jackaroo. It's spelled Jaqaroo. And the title of it was, I think it was, Why Do I Stay on YouTube? I had it pulled up on my phone. Okay. Why I keep doing YouTube. And then he put a question mark behind it. And he's an older guy, probably retired, and he's living in Tokyo. And he's doing a walk and talk in the town. And it doesn't look like a great area of town. And he was saying, I'm not really sure what keeps me doing YouTube, but I really do like it. I like being creative, and I've got some walk and talks. I've got some gardening. I make my own music. People don't like my music, but I do. It's in my earbuds all day long. He said, I started my channel in 2009. I have 1,026 videos, and I still haven't hit 1,000 subs. Still under 1,000 subs.
Wow.
And that's some endurance.
It really is. Wow.
I mean, that's such, I'm going to still keep going. And it was funny because I started reading the comments. I think because he put the name or the word YouTube in his title, that's what drew people to it. And that's why it came up in my feed. But I was reading the comments and people were like, no, don't stop. We love your videos. And then someone said, well, not really the music. But I just found it really interesting and inspiring that somebody could be working so hard and seeing so little progress, and they're still not giving up.
Yep. So how many subs did he have, did you say?
It was over 900. I don't remember the exact. I don't remember. He was getting very close. But his viewers that he had really, really did like him. I just kind of found him inspiring, to be so diligent.
Did you say that he made music and people didn't really like his music, or was it the music that he was putting on his videos?
I think it was the way I don't know what the right word is, so I'll use the word edited his music, because he played a guitar and he sang. It wasn't horrible, but I think if he would have sat on a bench or in a chair and played it, it would have been fine. But he kind of went back to a 90s look, I would say, because it was like he had a black jacket on, and then one side of it was like a metallic green, and then it would turn metallic orange over here. So it was real busy and real flashy, almost a negative look to it. You know what I mean by negative? Like the colors were and shading were backwards. I don't know what that's called.
Yeah.
But it was just too much for the time that it was in. I think when people started producing their own videos, that might have been impressive, but now it's annoying. And I think if he just tried it a different way, he would find people that liked his. I couldn't hardly listen to it because I couldn't get past what I was seeing.
So is he making like videos of himself sort of dressed like that, and the editing and everything is that current, or is that like old footage from a long time ago?
No, it's current. It's current.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's current.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's the only part that I didn't like. I didn't look at any of his gardening, but his comments were saying, "Oh, we love watching you garden, and we love your walk and talks," or whatever they referred to it. They liked him as a person, but they did not care for the music.
Yeah. I mean, does he ask for feedback, and does he like adapt to what people are asking for? And did you get a sense of that?
No, and I only watched that one video. I would be curious to know if his subscribers went up. Let me see if I can. He's at 995. This is what he looks like.
You know, for my running videos, those videos about marathons and trail runs.
And so he has 995 subscribers now.
Video making process, I think, adds.
I mean, he's a pleasant enough guy to listen to talk.
Yeah.
Experience.
But
and I just kind of enjoy storytelling, you know, of
this is. See how it kind of brings you back? He sings after a while, but I mean, you get the point.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe he should just put his music ones private and go with what his fans want to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, something that comes to mind for me is that I guess if people want to make channels like solely for themselves, because I heard him say that he really enjoys the storytelling, but I guess, yeah, I mean, if you want to grow your subscribers, I mean, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people that have, you know, that are following him. And if people are actually saying that they like these couple of things more than they like that thing, as you say, would that be a second channel, you know, like that you just say for people who like the music, because mainly people like the walk and talks or the gardening or whatever else. But yeah. Okay, what have we got? Okay, Rick is liking the catchy tune. Yeah, that was a catchy tune. Yeah. So if it was that in the same video that he just like moves to music, or was it a different video that
No, it was a different video.
Oh yeah.
I think that was his second to the last video.
Yep. How long? Yeah, that's a good point, Dora. It is a slow burn. So over 1,000 videos. How long has he been on YouTube for? Like, is it like a year or 2 years or?
Since 2009.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, we live and we keep on trying to grow and learning, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 16 years and he hasn't hit 1,000.
16 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's interesting to know like how many of those will be his current ones as well, eh?
Right.
Yeah. Yes. So, okay. So were we just thinking about like, so for me, what are a couple of learnings, like, or highlights? Where we ask, like, let's think about some highlights of the week. So some highlights of the week were the networking. The networking was so good. Look, a real highlight, I think that before this year they had 2 full registration days, because I think they've talked about when I looked at a review of 2023 Vid Summit and 2024 Vid Summit, people were saying that like there were queues out the door, and it was really, really hot, queuing up in the hot sun to just like register and sign in and get your goodie bag and those sorts of things. So this year they had 2 full days, like the Monday and the Tuesday. So I thought that was really great, because then the actual conference was Wednesday and Thursday, and there are still meetups going today. So there's an app called, we were calling it Wova, like how, I mean, you know, this is, Wova is the app. There we go there. But I think that I heard like one of the official people call it Hoover. So that was the big networking app, and that was just the big conference app. Did I come through? Oh, there we go, Wova app. So people were all sort of like organizing meetups and things. So a real highlight would have been able to, Rick, I'll check out his channel. It's like a smorgasbord. Absolutely right. Yeah. And we're spoilt for choice too, aren't we? So yeah, it was amazing to go to meetups. We registered and we hung out at the venue. Alison and I, so just for everyone, just sort of in the chat, I'm at Alison's house. I'm at Alison's beautiful little spot where she gets the green Grinch coming in here. Not that it's the Grinch. It is really, you know, it's it's all good energy in here, good feels. And Alison's just having like a little bit of a rest. She didn't get much sleep last night, and the conference finished last night. So yeah, it was going to meetups, meeting people. Everyone really had the energy, and they were really in the mood to talk with people, to meet people, exchange details. It was handy that we both had business cards with our YouTube channels on them, because everyone used things like either paper business cards, or they did the phone sort of connect up thing where you share your contact, or just the QR code on their wallpaper, or just anything else. And so that was really, really fun. And another highlight would just be, I mean, when are you ever in the same place with like more than 1,000 more, you know, other YouTubers, and just got all that energy going, and just for it to be completely normal that people are just walking along talking to their phones and stuff, you know, that was just really, really funny. And just people running around doing their own videos. And like at one point I just saw a Spider-Man and like a Batman type of, Deadpool and a Spider-Man like running around on the escalators just doing hijinks. And so just lots of people doing fun stuff. So yeah, the speakers were great. You know, seeing all the big famous people was really, really good. We were reminded a few times, like nicely, by a guy who was like doing the emceeing and introducing the speakers. He was talking to us about how this isn't a fan event like VidCon. Do you guys know much about VidCon? I don't know much about it, but it seems to be a fan event as well as a learning sort of event. I'll just put it there. But he just sort of said, look, this is, you know, just for, you know, we're all creators here and all that sort of stuff. So I think we were sort of getting like the little subtle hint not to just be sort of in that fan mode or whatever. But, you know, people aren't. People are just normal. And other people are just other human beings, aren't they? So everyone was all cool about that. Like you didn't see, you know, Nick Nimmin or John Uche and, you know, Hayden Hillier-Smith, the editor guy, and just all the other well-known people. You didn't see them being swamped, or they weren't like little clusters of people around them. So, you know, people did good. Yeah.
Well, you know, when you watch someone on YouTube for a long time, you feel like you know them, and therefore they should know you. And it's really a one-sided relationship until you have a personal conversation on the phone or a personal email, or you meet him in person. We just feel like we know that person. Like I feel like I know Rhonda, and I know you now, Karen, but Julie, I mean, yes, I've talked with her, but I've never met her in person. But if she walked past me on the street, I would think I would recognize her, you know. And if we hadn't met on the panel, then she'd be like, who are you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have to say that it was definitely like that when I saw Nick Nimmin, and I was just like, oh, hey, Nick, something like that. And he just goes, hey, you know, he's such a cool guy. He's like, hey. And I just said, well, you know, would you mind if I did like a super quick little 1 to 2 minute little video interview with you? And that's when he just sort of said, oh, what do you want to talk about and stuff? But definitely there was the familiarity from my end, you know, just going,
Mhm.
oh, hey, Nick, because it was all a bit spontaneous. It was just like swiftly sort of walking. And it was on registration day where there were less people around. And so it kind of just had that lower key feel where, you know, it wasn't obvious that you were pouncing on a famous person and doing an interview thing with them. You know what I mean? It still had that like under the radar sort of feel, just being like, I don't know, a third of the people around or a quarter at all times at that time. But yeah, you're right. That parasocial relationship thing, Evie. Yeah. Do you guys know that famous? I did not know that famous family, because the dad, Johnny somebody. What is that famous girl? The family that's on YouTube. I'll try and like look them up. But I don't know, like there's that famous website, like famous people's birthdays or something. And I think Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift is there,
You wanna be
Donald
on
Trump
camera?
is there. And then this girl, this 13 or 15-year-old girl is there. But I'm sure you guys will have maybe. But then, you know, she's not our genre as well. So let's have a look. I'll try and look his name up or who he is. His name was Johnny somebody, and she was like, I want to say Salisbury or Sally something, or Jordan Matter. Jordan Matter's the dad, and his daughter. Yeah, see, like this is the whole. Yeah, this is that like that family thing. That's, you know, the young, but they're like super famous. But he had some really
Yes.
really good tips. Yeah, I'll tell you one of the tips that John Uche talked about. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? John, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. He's the guy that worked for USHEAEI, something like that, the spelling of his name. He worked, you'll have seen him on YouTube. He worked at YouTube and he worked at Instagram. So he interviews like really famous people. But when he was interviewing Eric was saying that he thinks the key is to sum up your channel, like the vibe of your channel and you in one word. So he called himself Mischief, and he called Ryan Trahan quirky. And there was all the Mr. Beast and the famous people. And he just said, if you can't sum yourself up, you know, or your channel up in a word, try and think about what that word is and just be really comfortable leaning into that. And he said he tries to kind of make sure that he's got that element about the videos that he makes. And this guy, Johnny Matter, he was saying for their daughter that they came up with, I don't know if it was their idea or someone else's idea, but he said, think of 5 words that describes you. Like he said, for his daughter, she came up with words like she is unemotional, she is shy, I think she had gymnast and like a couple of other things. And so it was like, this is what she is. So they said that they worked out that every video, I mean, this is strategy for you, these like super famous people, but they just said that in every video that they did, they made sure to hit a couple of those things just to kind of try and like reinforce, you know, the branding around sort of her. But yeah, just lots and lots and lots of inputs. Yeah, one word is hard. What's one word to describe me? You've got what do you guys reckon for Dora? I mean, I'd go straight away funny. I'd go spontaneous. Dora? Definitely. Energy. That's right. Energy. Yep. Fun. Playful. Right?
There's a lot of words, yeah, for her.
Lots of words, yeah.
Playful, fun.
Playful, yes. Yeah, fun, funny. Happy. Yep, Mike. There we go. Spontaneous. Yeah. Energetic. Here we go.
Yes. Yep. That's what I said. Energy.
Yes.
She's got some energy about her.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a little bomb of energy.
And then, like, you know, with Debbie Sue, you know, it's that sweet, authentic, caring, you know, you just, there's a lot. I mean, we could go down the list and just like, you know, like Karen, you come across, you know, you're
Disorganized.
no. But meeting
I
you
am
in
disorganized.
person, you know, you have a little bit of that dry sense of humor, and I think that that little we did this video, and I don't want to completely do a spoiler alert here, but a propa where I'm talking in her accent. She's, but it's that the playfulness a lot of times sometimes doesn't come out on camera. It's hard to get that on camera.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And yet when you meet someone in person, like when I met Evie in person, she was just so warm and personable and light and, just, yeah. And you are. And she was worried about being goofy. But I think it's cool. You got to meet some of these bigger people in
Yeah.
a forum so I think that's kind of cool to see them in a different light because you do. Even though
Yeah, you do. You do. You do. That's right.
Someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
camera removes that that personal interaction. I think that's something I miss. That's why I do enjoy the live.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no feedback.
Right.
There's no feedback until it's already posted.
Right.
Yeah. Does anyone in the chat want us to try and think about, some words to describe you? But you're exactly right, Dora. And you know what? There are no rules, right? There's no rules about the one word thing. But I don't know, that was quite fun. Like, just everyone just putting forward some words about you because, you are all those things. Like what about Paul? Did he say nonstop? And Paul is one of your really big super fans as well. So he should know, right? Yeah. Hey, Donna.
Did you see what Dora said about you, Karen?
Yes. Bun. Absolutely. Yeah, bun.
They'll
Yeah.
love the video.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dora's starting something. Yeah. No Frost yet, but I think, oh, wow. Frost. Remind me, where's Debbie?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why would they have frost there already?
Well, it was 39 this morning.
Okay.
Sally said on her live.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's getting close.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
it was 30 here this morning. It was
Where
super
are you?
cold.
You're in New Jersey? Where are you?
Yes. Julie is. Yeah, you're in New Jersey, eh, Julie?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think she just froze.
Yeah. It's cold. Very cold.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, Donna, loving it. Absolutely loving it. Like Evie said to me today, like, am I exhausted and ready to go home yet? I'm like, no, I just feel like, we're just like starting to kind of like get out and do some fun things. Even though we did on Sunday, we like put a little toe over the line in Oklahoma by looking at that really big casino there. So we just went as far as the casino, just on a little quick drive there and a little walk around and, putting a couple of little $5 in just for fun. But yeah, absolutely loving it. It's really an incredible opportunity that it's been for me to come here. We had a frost advisory in Indiana, but no frost yet. Wow. Okay, so is it fall for you guys? What season? No, it's fall in New Zealand. No, it's spring in New Zealand. It's fall for you guys, isn't it? Yeah, it's fall for you guys, isn't it? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, what was it, Rhonda? Like 66 this morning?
Yeah.
It's still pretty warm.
87 this afternoon.
Yeah.
When we were out standing outside in the sun, in those shops and stuff, it was 87.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still warm here, but
Okay.
cooler than it was.
Yeah. Just really, really loving it.
Did
Okay.
you see that?
Dora is mischievous. That's one of Dora's like 15 words. My hair is very short.
get some Karen bun clubbers. A
Yeah.
bun club.
Yeah.
Bun alert.
Yeah. Yeah, no, do you know what? Yeah, it's sure been hot here, like in New Zealand, like at the moment in Wellington, there's like weather alert. This is spring weather, you know? And so freezing cold there, ferocious rain and everything like that. I really come from quite a, like Wellington, the capital, is quite a wintry city. So I really had to look at clothes that I had that I could just bring here that would be like cool and light and cotton, because everything is quite blankety, you know what I mean? We just wear very warm stuff at home all the time.
I have
All
a
right,
question.
good night, Rick. Yeah.
Dora said, I will calm my farm. What does that mean?
Oh, calm my farm.
Calm
Yes.
my farm.
Yes, Dora. Yeah, I'll let you explain that one, Dora.
She said, okay, great, Rhonda. And the next one, she said, I will calm my farm.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Yeah. That shocks me out of my gourd, as Debbie said.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
We taught Karen some slang today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Texas slang.
Yeah. It means,
Chill.
yeah, just chill. Like,
Okay.
calm your farm. I guess when you think about farm, you got animals running around and stuff like that. Just go, calm my farm or calm your farm. Yeah, it's like, I think it's a New Zealand and Australia thing. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
Look at this. Do you see that, Karen?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Mischievous is right.
Animals going crazy. Oh, Julie, and the last time we went on a live, you needed to remind me that you had your poem ready. Remember, we talked about it before we went live. You've probably forgotten now. It's so many weeks ago. But remember, we talked about, you got your poem and you said, I've got a poem. But I think you were being so polite, or you might have forgotten about it as well.
Yeah, I
But
did
I think
have
I got
a poem
off the
ready
live.
that time. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
I could
You
find
did.
one.
Yeah, find us one. Find us one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look for one.
Yeah, have a bit of a look for one. So what's everyone been up to on their channels,
Okay.
everyone in the chat?
Yeah, I can't remember what that was, but I had a plan and I can't
did.
remember.
Yeah.
Because I read Robert Frost that first time.
You did.
Yeah.
I don't know why my
When I was in New England, I walked on the Robert Frost Trail, and I posted a picture on Blue Sky, if you know what Blue Sky is, and people were just going crazy over that picture. I was like, wow, okay.
What is Blue
I
Sky?
thought that was funny.
What is Blue Sky?
Blue Sky is it's like a Twitter alternative.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It's a Twitter alternative.
Yes. Yeah. So when you met Paul on the live, do you guys?
Yeah, I like it over
Do you
there.
remember that you both jumped on the live together, like you did the link thing? You'll have to come on again, Dora, sometime when you're not doing. I know you're busy. You're going hard out on your 75 hard. That's really impressive. Like, are you like 45 days or 40 something days through now? Oh, he jumped on. Interesting. So, did you put your link in the chat, Dora, so that people could just jump on? I've never actually gone live on YouTube Studio. Do you guys use YouTube Studio to go live? Is it the studio that you use, or is it the studio? Yep. And is it vertical? Is that the thing about the studio? Oh, 47.
I thought so.
Yeah. So you can't. Okay, so which means obviously you've got the black bars right at the side
I've been
when you're.
thinking of trying it next time.
Yeah. No, just the YouTube app. All right. So, okay. And Dora, so when you go live on just YouTube, is that horizontal or vertical? Ah, interesting. Cool. Yep.
When I used it horizontal, I couldn't see my comments. They kept fading away, and I'd have to touch the screen to see them come through.
Interesting.
But when I did it vertical, the comments stayed.
So Donna, so remind me, you do knitting, and I think from my memory from a few weeks ago, and are you saying that so you have been going live, and are you doing, is it the knitting that you're doing live? I just put a link in my post. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't done the little solo thing yet. So how often are you guys doing lives? So Rhonda, you're going once a week?
Yeah, I do once a week
Ah, yes.
at the same time every week.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And Donna's saying a few lives, but no knitting live. All right. And so you are fairly new, aren't you, Donna, to doing the lives? How are you finding them? And what about you, Evie? So do you think, how many lives are you sort of like aiming to do a week? Or do you just go with?
I think I would like to do one a week. I think I'm averaging a couple or three. Just literally it will just go like a light bulb, and I'll go and make sure nobody I know is live, and then I jump on.
Yep.
And I think that they are so much fun. I like other people's lives too. It's you do get to know people just by them coming in and chatting with you. And, it's always small, 8 or 10 people come.
Yeah.
And hop on and off, but it's worth it to me. It
For
really
sure.
is. It's a good chance to have that feedback like Rhonda was talking about. They'll say something funny, and then I start laughing, and it reminds me of something else. And I just really enjoy the lives.
Yep. Yep. And Donna's saying starting to do weekly, but I'm not comfortable doing them. Hate the dead space. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing lives on Mondays. Yeah, Mondays at noon is when I'm doing mine, and I really like it. But I come on with very, my content is planned. Oh, it's I'm talking about gratitude and off Mondays, and so one thing I learned as a live streamer before was just to start giving your content, because if it goes up, you're still making content that other people can engage with later. And that's what I found out that surprised me. Like this week, quite a few people came and watched the replays, and that was kind of fun. People would check and say what they're grateful for, what their intention is, or whatever. So I really enjoy it, but I also try to keep it short too, like 15, 20 minutes. That just works for me.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing.
So is that what you're doing on Mondays? Are you keeping them to 15 and 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to try it though, because I've been using StreamYard, and I wanted to try using not StreamYard. I want to see how it works with YouTube. So, I don't know, native, I don't know what you call it, but just going on.
Yeah. Yeah, almost. You know what? I think you're right.
Party.
I think you're right. Like native live streaming, I think, hey, if you just actually use the platforms.
Yeah. I just want to experiment. Part of the challenge, I'm experimenting with different things and seeing what works. So.
Okay, so Mike's got a question. Can anyone confirm? I was told this week if you go live at vertical YouTube.
Yeah, I was going to say more. Donna says she likes the topic and then shift. And I was going to say I was on one of Donna's replays. I don't know if I was on your live, Donna, or if I was on the replay, and I noticed that you did that. That was good.
Ah, that is really.
Okay, so Donna uses
Okay, that's interesting because Dora is saying, Dora, the Queen of Lives, is saying it's true. Tell us about that, Dora, and how have you been finding it, Mike? Like, have you been? Because I think that I've gone on yours that have been horizontal. I wonder. I don't know. I don't remember what format you use. But I mean, if you're on your phone, it's the most comfortable, I think, like that. Must take more effort to go there because then you've got to remember where the lens is to look at the lens sometimes, to look at the people. But yeah, what are people finding about, like, is it the vertical or the horizontal that, get pushed out more? I like to start with a topic. Yeah, I reckon that's a great way to go. Donna. That always happens to me. I titled one, You Pick, Tried and Tested. Okay, give us a little bit more info, Dora, please.
That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I thought so. Horizontal, completely filled up. Yeah, one of my friends told me to do it vertical. So did you get any more engagement or like new people jump into your live mic, or was it on the replay?
What I was thinking of doing. One idea that I had was doing podcast interviews with people and then doing a live with whomever I interview that week and it'd be like an A style. So that's just a thought that I had.
Okay, doing podcast style lives.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I know that. Yeah, well, no, my thought was to do a podcast interview and then put that on and then a few days later do a follow-up Q&A. It's just a thought that I had.
Do you know what? Yeah, that's good.
Test.
That's good.
I don't know if that would work, but it's just a thought that I had.
Yep. Okay, so let's go back to Dora. Vertical is put out in the shorts to be seen. Horizontal doesn't get pushed out. Only to my subs. Okay. Pushed out in the shorts. Are you talking about, Dora, how now YouTube are like doing a highlight now? And so they're just doing are you letting them do a highlight that goes out to your shorts? Yesterday's live, a couple of people started talking about making cards, and it was fun learning about something I knew nothing about. Yeah. It's quite the adventure, isn't it, of doing lives. Vertical, you get all the randoms plus your friends. Is it randoms like in a kind of, is it more good than bad, or is it only good? How are you finding the randoms? And do you see some of those people come around again, Dora? I'm not sure. I like doing a vertical live. Dora has me on as a guest. I believe she uses YouTube. Horizontal is really for landscapes, not seeing the chat. Hence why the comments go away fast. That'll be what you're talking about, Evie.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Yeah. So on the horizontal, do the chats stay there? That's a bit tricky. Mm-hmm. The chat's disappearing on the horizontal. Why would they do that?
I don't know, but they do. They just like fade, and then you have to touch the screen again. And if a lot of people are commenting, it scroll past, and I imagine you could touch it and pull them back down, but pretty soon you can't keep up. I can't keep up, and the phone is so small. So I imagine I could do vertical on my tablet as well. But I always think it looks nicer off of a computer where you're actually seated in the right position to get your head up high enough. On a tablet or a phone, I would be on a couch or something. And then, I'm down in the lower third of the screen.
Yeah. I love trolls. It's good. I get them back too. Yeah. I mean, your channel's grown heaps, Dora. I didn't know chats disappeared on vertical. Do they disappear on vertical?
No, they didn't for me. Did they for you today, Rhonda? No, they stayed on. Now, of course, we just did a spontaneous one, and it wasn't very long. I mean, maybe 30 minutes. So there was only maybe 3 or 4 people there. So it wasn't scrolling so fast that it would have been a problem to touch it. It's when it's scrolling, there's more people talking and you can't keep up.
And use my computer for
Okay, Dora says they don't disappear on vertical.
Yep, okay, that's good. Okay, yep, all good. Oh my goodness, guys. Guess what? Have you guys heard of oneof10.com? I'll just put it here in the thing. Oneof10.com, just oneof10.com is a website where you can put your channel in there and what your niche is and everything, and they go looking. It's expensive. I don't have it. I've never paid for it, but they go looking for like outliers, like similar niche, and videos that are performed that are 1 of 10s, for channels of, and you can control whether you want to look at channels like 20,000 or less subscribers, 50,000, 100,000, 5,000. But anyway, they had a booth. They were one of the sponsors at Vid Summit, and they had this like come for a free channel review. And so I went for one. Like, you lined up and you got a free channel review. And Alison and I were talking about it. She goes, "Oh, Karen, like I just don't have thick enough skin right now, to line up." And I totally was like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? And I just thought, no, I'm here to, like in my mind, I just thought, no, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it because I just know that my channel is a little bit all over the place and stuff, but I just thought, no, this is it. Because if you get coaching, you're going to hear all that stuff anyway. So it was really interesting I was with this guy for like 15 minutes, and hello, Love Kit. And yeah, I mean, do you want me to share for like a minute or something and just sort of say the sorts of things that this guy, sort of mentioned about my channel? Because
I would like to hear.
Yeah. All right. So he looked it up and he goes, the first thing I'm looking at now is, he goes, what's your niche? And I go, look, I encourage people over 40 to start a YouTube channel, just keep going. I talk a bit about camera confidence, camera presence, a little bit about imposter syndrome. I do live streams, group live streams, but I said I definitely stay in my lane, and I don't do videos, which I'm actually really proud of this. I don't do videos where I try to preach how to go viral. Like there are so many small channels around that just say, how to go viral. To, if you want to like make it on YouTube, do this and do this and do this, because some of those people that are doing that have got less than 500 subs. You know what I mean? Or less than 1,000. And I think, that's for people like Reva to do. Like Reva, 5,000 at least. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I told him that. But so he goes, right, your topics are all over the place. And he goes, what's this here? I saw that was my breakfast. I was having some eggs on a park bench, waiting to go to a computer course.
I like that video.
Yeah. And he just goes, yeah, okay. And he goes, and then what's this one here? Like you're at the beach or something with, a dog and things. Like, oh, yeah, that's like I was experimenting with vloggy stuff. And he goes, right, if your niche is like persuading people and encouraging people to start a YouTube channel, people that are over 40, 50, 60, 70 and onwards, he just said, you need to make bingeable content. And I've seen channels that do it, and it makes sense where when I'm on one video, he said, when someone finishes one of your videos, they want to be able to go to another video that's not a really big leap. It is not a big, pivot off somewhere else. So he said, if you do something about camera confidence, you might do another aspect of camera confidence or camera presence or just something like that. But he just said, if you just leap into a personal vlog and a bit of random 2-minute video, and then you do this and you do that. So he just said, really think about that. Having a great Friday, Julie. Didn't sleep last night. Oh, Julie. Oh, no. So he said that. He just goes, so tidy that up. He said, he showed me like some picked up. He goes, these are a couple of good thumbnails. Do more thumbnails like that. He goes, I'm going to show you some thumbnails that I think, are the sorts of thumbnails that would really work for you. So then I just had my phone. I just quickly went snap, 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 and just took some pictures. What else did he say? He said, he talked a little bit about the 1 of 10 website, but he just said, go and have a look at just other channels that you really enjoy. So I said my whole struggle is ideation, and I struggle with ideas. But yeah, it was really, really good. Anyway, it was good because he had lots of constructive things for me. So, all good things to sort of go away and work on, but they all made sense to me. And I was very, very pleased to have had the conversation. Oh, Julie, how come you didn't sleep last night? Can you hear us, Julie, or are we a little bit delayed for you?
I think I didn't sleep well because a friend of mine, I was in sleep, and a friend of mine, oh, okay, sorry.
No, that's okay.
My friend texted me, and it made me nervous because she's like, Julie, and then she didn't say anything, and I immediately thought something was wrong. So of course,
Yeah.
and there was nothing wrong, but I had already gotten really nervous about it. So and then I just could not fall asleep. It was terrible.
Gosh. So did she just not come back to you?
Okay, so no, she did eventually. She sent me a picture. I mean, she was traveling, and so she wanted to share about the travels, which was nice. But I literally, my brain had already gone down this whole path, and I texted my daughter. I'm like, "Is everything okay over there?"
Yeah.
On the West Coast, because it was like 11 o'clock. I'm in bed by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but there it's only 8. So, oh man, tonight will be better. I'm convinced of it.
Yes. And what time is it for you? You're an hour ahead of us, are you, Julie? Are you like 7:55
So Kayla's asking
PM?
about the confidence video. Do you see that?
Yeah. The confidence video. Do you mean, are you asking, so is this Kayla, Love Kit? I think there's a bit of a delay for you, is there, Julie, for you hearing us? Kayla. All right. Okay. Are you talking, Kayla? Are you talking about, Kayla, amazing. Are you talking about a confidence video that I made? Or just generally? So would you guys do that? Would you guys, if there was an offer of a free channel review from one of these big platforms, would you guys get a free channel review if that was offered?
Yeah, I would.
Yep. Rhonda?
I probably would, but I wouldn't. I would be a little bit apprehensive about it. Constructive criticism is good, but sometimes it's a little hard sometimes, but it's still good, but if you want to get better, you have to be open to listen to
the concept is a good one, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Humanly, it's like, do I really want to do this? But
I know. Yeah.
Well, and then I think too, like
effective. Oh, go ahead, Eddie.
Well, if you're talking about camera confidence, like somebody mentioned about the public vlogging, you can have a lot of camera confidence in your home, in your room with all the doors closed, nobody's home, whatever. And then you go out and somebody's watching you. It does change it. But how many different ways can you talk about camera confidence where the person watching is going to go, you already said that, and not want to finish that video? And speaking of camera confidence, it doesn't really bother me much anymore to be out in public. But when I brought the camera in through the restaurant today and I put the tripod down at the end of the table, the camera was facing the table, the booth behind off to the side of our table. And I watched the guy's face when I came home and I looked at the video. I cut him out, but he sits here like this and he's looking, and then he goes like this, like he was not happy. Yes, I hadn't turned it around yet. And I didn't do a very good job because it cut one person out of the, it's hard, that little tiny screen. And then, I can't see that far away once I get set back down to see where it really was. But yeah, that can blow your confidence if you're not ready for somebody to say, hey, shut that off. Don't record me, and you just have to say, oh, I'm sorry. It's the wrong direction. I'll delete that. Yeah. And, so yeah, but I mean, there's only either you can do it or you can't, because you can listen to somebody talk about confidence all the time, and you're not going to get it until you get out there and you try it, see what happens. And I always try to be careful not to film kids, not their faces anyway. You have to be pretty far back and just shut it off and go around them.
Yeah. But with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, so you're the only one that can see the screen. And if there are people in front of you, how do they know whether it is like facing towards them or whether you have got it facing towards you, because it's so small and discreet?
Right. I think the guy was just maybe he was there with his girl, and maybe he was like, oh man, we were trying to have a nice, fun lunch, and or maybe they were going to talk about something, and then here walks in four older ladies, and they're going to be loud, and they think there's something special. They've got their camera out, and
Yeah.
it could have been anything. Maybe they were upset about something, but it was. You just have to get used to it, and then if somebody says something, to answer them, and hopefully they're not upset.
Yeah. Yeah, I struggle with vlogging in public, but I vlog in my home. I've had bad social anxiety, but at home I'm very smooth with it. Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing forcing us to vlog out in public, is there? I mean, it's,
Mm-mm.
It's just like something that if you want to do it or you want to try it. But yeah, I mean, outside anyway, it's potentially noisy and there's a whole lot of things going on. So yeah, there's no reason to be vlogging out in public, Kayla, if you don't want to do that. Just got here. Just say hello if someone's staring. If you're outside in public, you're allowed to film. So Julie's coming out and coming back on, so I'll look for her. But yeah, so Kayla, I think I did. My video that has done the best so far is the give me 22 minutes and I will delete your fear of rejection. And so I sort of like dressed in sort of bright, obvious clothes and jewelry and makeup and things. And I was in a shopping mall. And I got that idea from a guy called, his name is Jack Pigott, Pygott. I think he's JAK, Pigott, Pygott. And if Dora is still on, she may have heard of him. He's like a really famous young Australian guy. Actually, he is young. Maybe he's in his early 20s. So yeah, super young. But he had like a 6 million or 2 million views or something on that. So I thought, oh, okay, that's an interesting idea. So yeah, I just sort of tried that. And I've vlogged in a couple of airports, like on the way over here. But yeah, it's just something that if people want to try it. How is that for you, Julie? Is that all right? Testing, Julie.
Does she not hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear us, Julie? I found most people
Yes,
don't
I
know
can.
exactly right. Yeah, amazing. All right. Is that better for you?
I don't know if you can hear me. I can hear you.
Nice
or if it's
one.
a bad
Nice
delay
one.
again.
Yeah, no, that's all good. And and we can sort of just maybe go for about 10 more minutes because Alison's having a birthday dinner with her mum a bit soon. So what about your poem, Julie? Did you find a poem for us?
You froze again.
And then Evie, tell us about your experience last week of running the live streaming. Would you do it again? What did how did it go and everything? Because I was really excited that you did that. And I was happy to be there in the chat and all of that kind of stuff. So tell us about that, because this is something that if people want to do, like either us or anyone coming in with us, like I'm just so excited to share this around to whoever wants to like run it, for the night or whatever. We can all take turns or whatever. So how did you find it?
I absolutely had a blast. I loved it. I felt like I didn't have.
You did good.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I didn't have the structure that you normally have. I think it was kind of a free-for-all chat. And because I don't have a paid subscription to StreamYard, I don't think anybody else that came could stream it to their channel. So it was just nice of them to, donate their time without any, anything to show for it. And I was actually going to ask Peter the next time he was on what he's using, because I know he uses something different, if that would be something to do again at a later time, because I think it's fun, and I think it would be fun to have different people jump on and off.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to do like a 2-hour thing, maybe Friday night's a little rough to do that because we've got, coming into the weekend and husbands and so on coming home. But where somebody could, like say Allison's resting right now. And then when she's ready to come on at 7 instead of 6, then she pops on, and it could just kind of continue on with, there could be one main person, I suppose, but just getting it would just continue to change topics as well.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, I think that whether people are streaming to their channels or not, I think it is awesome exposure for people that are on. Like if you think about it, so for that streaming just to your audience, and I mean you've got like, you know, you're heading towards 800 subs. So for whoever comes on and for your subbies to like watch your replay and all of that, I mean, you're interacting with your friends, you know, and so it just gives people like a, like people know people like themselves, you know, and we've got like similarities between us. So I think it's really nice exposure. It's a nice way to grow as a group and support each other. And, you know, you didn't get the watch time, but, you know, you just never know whether someone's going to see you because all our channels are up here. And so, you know, like we never really quite know until we do find out sometimes, you know, that someone just says, oh, I saw you on Evie's live stream that night. So
Yeah.
I think it's a really generous thing to do. Like, I think it's equally generous for everyone. That's what I think. You know, you to host it, other people to be on. Like if someone said to me, come onto my live stream, I'd go onto their live stream. I don't need to stream it to mine. But yes, I would if they're like, oh, that they would like to have the opportunity to stream to my audience as well if we've got different audiences. But what I love is that we share a lot of the same audience. Kayla, I used to stream on Twitch for 10 years. I used OBS to stream, used Discord to get the video chat. Yeah, OBS, that just freaks my brain out the way it goes. It keeps repeating the same sort of view. I just go, oh, what's happening there? Better footage outside and about. It's more interesting. Editing. Yeah, we did some fun stuff outside. So that's just something for you to try if you want to, Kayla. And you can just even do like 1 minute if you want to, or 30 seconds of just having a bit of a chat to yourself. It doesn't have to be anything for YouTube. You can literally just either record yourself or even not record yourself. But in many ways, it's probably like having a FaceTime call with a friend in public. Right? Are we self-conscious about that? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah. I think too, it helped me when I started filming outside. I was just doing it for some B-roll, which I really don't even use, but just getting comfortable holding the camera and then turning it around and talking was just the next step. And because I found when I used my Osmo Pocket 3, it kind of became my friend that I talked to, whether I was in the house, in the car, out and about somewhere. I just told it whatever was on my mind. And then I decided to get an action camera because it was raining sometimes and then I couldn't, I'm not talking about a downpour, but I didn't want to get my camera wet.
No.
So I bought the Action 5 and I popped it up the first night and I was like, oh, who are you? Like, I can't even talk to you. I mean, I almost felt like my face was turning red as I was like, you are a complete stranger to me. Now I'm used to that one too, but it was difficult to add somebody new in.
Yep. And Kayla said, I thought about doing a challenge to gain outside confidence with vlogging. Do it, Kayla. Making myself vlog outside until I gain my confidence. And do you know what? You don't have to publish any video that you make onto your channel. Like if you want to, but if you wanted to, it would make a pretty incredible video depending on what, you know, your niche is. But you could just share with your audience, hey, I'm doing this for the very first time today, and this is how I feel about it. And you could just like be talking through, you know, maybe have something prepared to talk about, like know where you're going to go and have some things to talk about. And then just at the beginning, just say, look, this is my first time. I mean, your audience might really appreciate that. I mean, I know that I would really be curious about someone doing that kind of video. Just that is really authentic.
Mm-hmm. It is. And if you didn't want to do that, if you wanted to make the video, make it unlisted and send it to someone's email or you know, text it to someone that you trust and say, do you think I should publish this? Get someone that cares about you, get their opinion on it, that's going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You know, well, you need to hold the camera higher, or it was too cloudy that day, you know, because a lot of people don't really mind if you say a word wrong or you stumble a little bit. But if the whole thing is, you know, it's wobbling around and it's out of focus and people are getting kind of too much spinning going on. Because when I'm filming, I will do the whole thing. I turn the camera back and forth and around. And then when I go to edit, I take all the spinning out and I just go from one to the, and I miss way less doing it that way instead of going, oh, turn it back on, turn it back off. And if I'm walking through a park and I see children or whatever, I just take the camera down and I film my legs. And then when the kids are by, I just pick it back up. And then I have to cut the footage out of my legs.
Yep.
And sometimes I'll say, oh, like one of my videos, I said there was a dog that was out of control and I had to focus on keeping my dog away. And so I put the camera down away, look out past it. I just pick it back up.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, I think with that attitude, Kayla, like you're happy to have fun with yourself. You're not taking yourself super seriously. Do it. Absolutely do it. And yeah, Donna's saying that's a great idea. All right. So Julie, did you find a poem? Did you want to take us out with a poem tonight?
I feel bad because when I had windows up, including the poem, it slowed everything way down. So if you give me a second, I might be able to find one here on my shelf.
Yeah, nice one. Nice one.
Hang on. Okay, here we go. Am I okay
Great.
time-wise? I'm worried about the lag.
No,
Anyway.
no. You're good.
No, I don't use it. Okay, good. Just a minute. I'm trying to find a good one.
Yeah, good. Take your time. Take your time.
Okay, I'm trying. This is a new book. I don't know.
It looks new. It looks like a big, beautiful new coffee table book.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. It is a coffee table book. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see.
What is the book? Show us the book cover.
Okay, I'll try this one.
Okay. Show us the book cover. Children of Grass. Okay.
There it
Okay.
is.
Yep. And what is
Yeah.
it? A portrait of American
It's a beautiful,
poetry.
beautiful book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, here we go. This is called As It Is by Dorian Lau.
Okay.
The man I love hates technology, hates that he's forced to use it. Telephones and microfilm, air conditioning, car radios, and the occasional fax. He wishes he lived in the old world, sitting on a stump, carving a clothespin or a spoon. He wants to go back, slip like lint into his great-grandfather's pocket, reborn as a pilgrim, a peasant, a dirt farmer hoeing his uneven rows. He walks when he can through the hills behind us, his dogs panting beside him like small steam engines. He's delighted by the sun's slow and simple descent, the complicated machinery of his own body. I would have loved him in any era, in any dark age. I would take him into the twilight and unwind him, slide my fingers through his hair. As it is this afternoon, late in the 20th century, I sit on a chair in the kitchen, my keys lap, pressing the button on the answer sheets, strung along the wires outside my window where the birds balance themselves and stare off into the trees, thinking, even in the farthest future, in the most distant universe, I would have recognized his voice, refracted as it would be like light from some small, uncharted star. And that's
Wow.
As It Is by Dorian Lau. Kind of a romantic poem.
A romantic poem, yes. And I think Mike's lolling about the the anti-technology. Lovely. Thank you so much, Julie. Yeah, really, really nice. All right, my lovelies. Let us love
you.
and leave. Thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for joining us in the chat tonight. We really appreciate your company. And everyone have a really, really nice weekend.
You too.
All right,
Thank you.
guys. See you, Dora. Bye,
Travels
everyone.
home, Karen.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye.